So yesterday we were working on the expression x squared plus bx. Well, today we're adding in another piece, if it equals something. So if there's a d value on there. Okay. My recommendation would be to pause the video and write down these steps. And if you have those steps written on your notes, then take a good look, read through each step really quickly, and then let's move on. We'll go through the steps as we work through a practice problem. That always works best. So once you're done, so pause the video while you write down the steps, and once you're done, let's go on to the practice problems, excuse me. Okay, so step 1, we are taking the b value, which is -2, and we're going to divide that by 2. So our b value is -2 divided by 2, and that comes out to be -1. Step 2 is taking that value we got in step 1 and squaring it. -1 squared is +1. Now we're going to take the value we got in step 2 and add it to both sides of our original equation. So now I am going to factor the left side, so x minus 1 quantity squared, and then simplify the right. 3 plus 1 is 4. From here, I am going to do the square root of both sides. So this leaves me with x minus 1 equals positive or -2. So I'm going to have two possible solutions. So x minus 1 could equal +2, or x minus 1 could equal -2. Remember, all these solutions are those x values for where our parabola would cross the x-axis. So that's what we're doing with all of these. So going back here to get our final solutions, I'm going to add 1 to both sides, giving me x equals 3 for one of my solutions, adding 1 to both sides, and giving me x equals -1 for my second solution. Number 5. So our b value is -18 divided by 2 gives me -9. -9 squared gives me +81. And adding 81 to both sides of my equation factoring that left side and simplifying the right. Square roots on both sides leaves me with x minus 9 equals positive or -8. So x minus 9 could equal +8, and x minus 9 could equal -8. So adding 9, one of my solutions is x equals 17, and my other solution, x equals +1. So there are the two solutions there. Okay, so the last piece here, we are going to be looking at when there is a c value and it equals 0. So again, my recommendation is to stop the video, write down the steps. Step 1 is very similar. Step 2 through 5 are the exact same steps from the procedure above, and then step 6 is slightly different. Again, when you're done with the notes, copying down the steps, then let's go ahead and do the practice problem together. All right, so our c value is already moved over to this side, so that's good. So we will go ahead and start off with our b value. dividing it by 2, okay, taking that and squaring that quantity, which comes out to be 36. Okay. Adding 36 to both sides of my equation. Okay. And factoring the left side. Can you guys hear my husband in the background? He is so loud. Okay, and this equals positive 28. Now, the thing to note here is that 28 is not a perfect square. Okay, but we can still solve it, and this is where you need your calculator. So, m plus 6 could equal the positive or negative square root of 28. And when you put the square root of 28 into your calculator, it comes out to be about 5.29, and I rounded to the nearest hundredth. So, m plus 6 could equal positive 5.29, or m plus 6 could equal negative 5.29. So I subtract 6 from both sides. And this comes out to be about negative 0.71. So that's one of my solutions. And my second solution, m comes out to be about negative 11.29.